Hello, my name's Miles, and this is Steam Graveyard, the gaming series where I unearth the lost games of the Steam store. Today's game is Drive to Hell, and I have no idea what it's going to be like, but look at those graphics, nice and colorful and just really interesting and wild and wacky, and yeah, it looks pretty fun. So I have no idea what to expect. So it starts off nice and colorful and some good music in the background. Let me see here. Go to... Okay, new game, I guess. Right, you've got your health, you've got your score, a multiplier. So it seems like it's a very heavily score-based kind of game. The stats will glow when your special ability is ready to use. Okay. Shoot me for health, the little Metroid. Sorry, the totally not Metroid thing. And you've got item bar, I guess it's going to be down there. Auto-fire option inside the options. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Oh, this is the difficulty mode. Huh, there's a mirror mode as well, that's cool. So, let's go for normal. And it's got multiplayer. I'm not sure if it's... I think it's just couch multiplayer, so just local multiplayer. Let's see. So these are my characters. Does that move me? Yep. So these are my characters, and I guess this will let me select someone else. Okay, so I need to buy them with coins. You can see up there. This game doesn't have real microtransactions, so it's all in-game stuff that you can purchase. Let's see. Go for a nice, nice green. Well, no. Let's go for. Let's go with that color. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. And it said Gunburst was this one's special ability, so I guess each car has a unique ability that it can pull off. So let's go into the Slurp and Burp with my girlfriend, presumably. Okay, and then something happens, monsters and demons and weird things. And he has lost his shirt, which is always good. And let's ride! That's all we need. That's that's all you need sometimes in a video game. Okay, can I move left and right? Yeah, okay, so WASD moves you around. Left mouse button shoots. Right mouse button uses turbo. Okay. So, animations are quite simple, but they're nice. Again, lots of color and everything to it. So yeah, I like I said, I wasn't really sure what this game was, and it's actually a really cool Wii shooter. And yeah, I'm a big fan of shooters. I was a bigger fan whenever I was a kid. Oh man, I'm taking a lot of hits here. Okay, I'm down to half health already. You can see in the top left there my my health and my score and everything like that. Oh, that's cool. Good old spread, you know. Can't beat that 8-bit spread. Anybody who's ever played Contra will know, of course, exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so wave 1 done. Also in the menu screen, I did notice that there was a survival mode, so I'm guessing that's just, you know, see how far you can last. So it's like a wave-based shooter. It's good, nice and it's got the controls are nice and fluid, so they are very responsive. I will say the music hasn't changed since the intro, so that's a little disappointing, but maybe we'll get a new song soon enough. Okay, I'm gonna try this special. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So in front and behind guns. I'm not sure how I actually upgraded that, or, you know, got... I wonder if I have to pick up an item to get my special going, or if it's on a cooldown, or if I have to get a certain multiplier, or what the case is. Ooh, okay. So I was able to take a hit, but I picked up the health from the little jellyfish guy. I wonder if the guns are timed, or if they've got a certain amount of ammo to them. It seems like they're timed, actually. Probably for the best. If you have a... You know, like some of these games, it's, you know, you pick up a special gun and it's like, oh, you know, you get it for, you know, 10 seconds, and it's like, oh yeah, great, you know, I'll just use that and, you know, fire away, and, you know, it's a lot of fun. And then other times it's, oh, you've got 100 shots with it, so you're like, oh, well, I've got to watch what I do now. And it just slows down the game, you know, so it's just far, far better to just have a timed one. So that the gameplay keeps going and it's nice and quick, and, you know, it doesn't slow the game down. There's another game I'm playing at the moment on the PS4 called Circuit Breakers. Really great Wii budget game. Actually, I hated it the first time I played it. I bought it and I hated it. And I kept with it, and then there was this massive update which added tower defense, of all things, to it. And it's it's a sort of like Robotron type of game. So a what do you call it? A twin stick shooter. And yeah, I thought it was okay. I wasn't fond of it the first time I played, and then I played it again. I was like, yeah, it's okay. And then they added like tower defense out of nowhere, so it's now got this entirely unique mode, and it's friggin' awesome. But yeah, sadly in that, well, not so sadly, in that game you've got, you know, a specific amount of shots for each upgraded weapon. And originally that didn't work for it, but eventually it did after the patches and updates. Anyway, yeah, for this game, there's... Oh, is that actually it? It's just one death and I lose? I got killed by a slime, of all things. And I love slimes. I've made a comment about that before in videos. I'm sure people were thinking, what the hell is he talking about? But I don't know, I just, I guess they always look kind of cute and stuff, you know, like gelatinous cubes and things like that, you know, from RPG games. It's just sort of weird and wacky. Okay, so I've got two more abilities here. So spacebar and control. So some weapons you do actually get to keep, and you can use them on a special occasion, it seems. And I was able to keep my progression, so I'm still on wave 3. I'm guessing I just restarted the level though. Oh, pick up the nuke. Oh, inventory full. Okay. So you can see there at the top you can actually get 2 slots, so that's really cool. Okay, base for the nuke. I think I actually used the nuke already, didn't I? Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh, that's too much for me. Yeah, that dynamite's pretty darn good too. So you've got the sort of, I guess you would call them your passive upgrades that last a specific amount of time. And then you've got your sort of item pickups. So a good bit of different things that you can pick up as you're playing. Some of them a little bit more strategic than others. I keep thinking I can destroy those guys, but I guess not. So I've got a feeling that this game gets completely nuts later. I mean, it's already pretty crazy right now. There's like giant fly things and Metroids and crab coins. I'm not sure why, but okay. But yeah, I think you like kind of descend into hell and everything goes completely crazy. But I'm enjoying it. You know, there's a lot of games that I cover that, well, not a lot, but sometimes, you know, you don't get the sort of instant gratification, you know, like that instant feeling of, yeah, you know, like this is fun, you know, and you enjoy it and stuff. But this is certainly one of them. You know, sometimes games take, you know, a lot longer to kind of get into them, and that's fine too, you know, it's just, it's nice to, every once in a while, to kind of find a game that I can just start playing, you know. Okay, this guy is crazy here. Okay, well, maybe not so crazy after all. Right. So it's keeping things fresh, you know, all of the enemies have different patterns, and it actually feels a little bit like Galaga at times. Wow, I loved that game growing up. I was one of the, you know, in that generation that was lucky enough to have arcades, and so during like mainly the, let me think, like 85 to 95, I was able to really, you know, play all these arcade games, and you know, in an actual arcade, and yeah, that was great. I feel, you know, sorry for kids now that don't have that kind of stuff. I know they are coming back now. There's arcade bars that are popping up all over the place. But yeah, back in my day, back in my day, yeah, back in my day, you know, you would play the arcades, and definitely in the early 80s, my favorite game was Galaga. Later on, that sort of progressed into being, I think, probably like the Aliens game. Later, even after that, you know, the phenomenal AVP game, which was an incredible beat-em-up game. But yeah, I love that Aliens game as well. That was a good side-scrolling shooter with just crazy enemies. And just, the whole thing was just, you know, multicolored and really bright and fast, and but yet it still had a lot of the stuff from the films. And I mean, like, I was only, maybe 3 or 4 at the time, but, you know, I'd watched all the movies, and that wasn't really a problem for me, you know, growing up. You know, my parents let me and my brother, you know, watch all these, you know, horror films and movies with gore and things like that, you know. Oh, okay. Who's going to save you now? Okay, so I'm guessing that's maybe the devil, or maybe the devil's kid. Okay, so we've got this really cool boss now. So we've got boss battle, so that's always good for a shooter. Pretty much a staple, but hey, you never know. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to take out the blue one. Yep. I actually didn't realize you can scroll across the entire screen. I just thought it was on the road. So, yeah, my mistake for that. Okay. So yeah, again, I really like the graphics. You know, it's just ever so slightly, you know, pixelated. You know, for that sort of retro look, but yeah, it's really cool. You know, nice and, what's the word? I guess like descriptive. You know, it's, you know, the facial expressions, and you know, that big eyes just looking at you and stuff. It's just really cool and fun. There you go, first boss of the game done. I am enjoying this a lot, actually. Okay, the Goo Master, the Prime Slime, is done. And we've got a new environment and some new music. again, it's pretty good music. Got new enemies with new abilities and different attack patterns. So it keeps changing it up. Oh, I keep forgetting it. Well, I've actually completely forgotten that I have my turbo as well. I should really be using that to catch those things. Catch those coins. So I'm not sure if the coins are used to actually upgrade things, or if it is just for unlocking new cars and things like that. Pick that up. Not sure where... well, if I even have a meter for my turbo as well. I don't see it. Oh, okay. So I kind of get the feeling that this might start turning into more of a bullet hell. Right now it's more your traditional kind of shooter, like I was saying, you know, kind of Galaga kind of thing, where there's a preset, well, almost preset kind of attack mode, you know, that the enemies kind of come in, and you've got the wee fly things, you know, that really remind me of Galaga. But yeah, things are starting to get a little bit more bullet hell here. You know, with all the projectiles on the screen. I mean, right now, there's absolutely nothing. Actually, very odd, but... that's cool, too. A lot of more modern shooters, you know, have that kind of element, you know, where they kind of change it up a bit. Oh, okay, now I'm definitely locked in. That's a nice wee effect there. Just simple little things like that, you know, that just help the game feel alive and feel real and... Well, I mean, maybe not real, because this is all, you know, insane, but just sort of, I guess, help contextualize the game. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I've only got 2 slots. See, I've got a feeling that you can actually unlock more slots whenever you get, you know, enough money for it. And I think it's after you, like, properly die as well, I would think. So yeah, I'm kind of getting to that point where not too much left to comment on. Just sort of silently enjoying the game. You know, just sitting down. It's fun. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I think it would be a lot better. I'm playing on a keyboard and mouse, and not the best setup for a game like this. You want a nice big controller, even a joystick. Like a, you know, arcade joystick kind of thing, if you've got one. Yeah, this is, you know, again, one of the games on Steam that is really, really good, and it's cheap too. It's a really good price, and you know, it's an indie developer, and you know, you gotta support your indie developers, and it just didn't do as well as it should have. You know, for the quality, I mean, like, this is a really good game. You can tell they've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of time into it. And it's a simple concept, but, you know, it's all about that execution. And like I said, it's all about little things like that, you know, just putting in a little texture and a little noise, little effect, you know, whenever you hit the railings. Things like that really help shape a game and bring it up to another level. Even if it's things that don't necessarily impact the gameplay, it just helps make the game feel better. Brings up the overall presentation. Okay, I think I'm going to save and quit here. And then go into, let me see, the extras? Yeah, so see, now I've got 1,000 gold, and I can probably buy... Oh yeah, those are for 2,000, that's for 1,500. Okay, so I can't buy... Oh, there's a motorcycle too. Cool. Yeah, so all of these have different abilities, life points, firepower, item duration, so it is duration for the pickups for those. Oh, item slots as well, so you can customize how many ability things that you pick up. Yeah, cool. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, there's a lot of nice vehicles, and they all serve a purpose. They're not just a different looking vehicle with the same abilities and things like that. There's an actual system here in place that lets you choose your kind of strategy that you want to go in with. So what is this then? Oh, so this just lets you know just how many times you've used them. Fair enough. And all the monsters you've killed. So what actually is that thing? Orky horn. Okay. Right, what is that? That looks awesome. I really like the design of that. All the design of these monsters are really great. Yeah, nice and colorful, and yeah, just really cool. So there you go. Really great game. A simple concept, but with time and effort, they've been able to make it into something really, really fun, really nice and well presented, and just good to play. I think you should dig it up, check it out, buy it, play it, and love it. Very enjoyable game, and I'll have to see what the developer has created in the future, because yeah, I'd like to keep track of what these people are up to. Well, thanks for joining me on another Steam Graveyard. I've had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you have too, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.